add it up, bankroll, euro, peso, add it up.
Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Jaclyn, and I started doing my little book reviews for my top books of 2021, and so now I think I'm gonna do like monthly favorite, or no, not monthly favorites, monthly, like what I read every month, just so I can talk about my books without having to talk about all of them at the end of the year. At the end of the year I might do like my favorites, but yeah. Also, I sound weird. I'm not sick. I don't know why I sound like this. Here we are. Anyway, okay, so the first book that I read of 2022 for January was The 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and then I'm going to put photos of them next to me when I talk about them. It was really good. I didn't know what it was going to be about because I don't read like the little like summaries of what the books are about. I just read them and I like read it because of TikTok. It was super good. Not what I thought it was going to be about, but it was so good. It had some crazy twists and turns that I had no idea was going to happen. But it was very good. I very much enjoyed it. It was a pretty quick read. Like, I got through it pretty fast. The second book was The Last Thing He Told Me. Absolutely not. I hated this book. I got through it because I hate not finishing books. I don't know why. It like gives me weird vibes if I don't finish them, because then I'm like, oh, what if it got good? I thought it was gonna be like a suspense thriller type book. It was not. It was not good. It was talked about so much on TikTok about how good it was, and like on Goodreads everybody was like it was so good. It was not for me. It was like supposed to be like, I don't want to give it away, but like basically something happened at her husband's company, and then like he was just basically missing. Like he basically left without telling them anything. It was dumb. I did not enjoy. And then there was like supposed to be like these like hunts to try and find things. No, it was not good. I did not enjoy. The next book was A Song of Achilles. It was good. I very much enjoyed. It was very sweet. It was very different from any book that I usually read. It was like a different book. It wasn't bad. I don't know if I'd reread it, which I know is like really bad because I know people like are obsessed with this book. I thought it was really good. It was just like different from what I've read in the past, and like not usually my go-to genre, but it was cute. It was different. I don't know, it was good. I enjoyed it. Then these two books I listened to when I listened to one on the way to Wisconsin, and then I listened to one on the way back, and it wasn't a book I wanted to read. It was more of a book that I was like, okay, I don't really have to pay attention to it to know what's going on, because like sometimes in the car I like space out and I like kind of focus on anything else besides what's on the radio. So it was, the first book was The Offlimits Rule, and then the second book was The Temporary Roommate, and they're in a series. It's like the It Happened in Nashville series by Sarah Adams. Super cheesy. Just know it's a super cheesy romance, rom-com, brother's best friend, sister romance is the first book, and then the second one is Enemies to Lovers. Super cheesy, pretty much no plot. Like, I'd put it at like young adult, high school age book, because nothing like really absurd happens. Very cheesy. It was fun to listen to on the way there and back just because I didn't have to pay attention to what was going on, because it was not a deep book at all. It was like very much, I think he's cute, I think she's cute, we're gonna pretend we don't like each other, but in the end we're gonna like each other type thing. They were fine books. Like, I gave them a 3 stars. Like, they weren't great, they weren't bad, they were just a cheesy rom-com. I would not have listened to it unless I was driving. So take that with like what you will. Then the next one was the Kiss Quotient, and I'm like very upset because I didn't like it. And the Kiss Quotient is like talked about so much on TikTok about how good it is, and like everybody was raving about it, and they're like, it got me out of a reading slump, like all this stuff, and I didn't enjoy it. Like, it was a little bit painful to get through. I like I couldn't get with the characters. Like, I was just like really struggling. I didn't really like the personalities of either of the characters. I don't know. And it also was just like it wasn't a bad written book. It was just like I didn't enjoy it. It was not my cup of tea. I don't know. It was fine. I was like, would I ever read it again? No. Will I probably read another book in the series? No. I just like did not enjoy it. Like, the plot wasn't even good. The romance story was weird. I was straight up not having a good time with it. I don't know. It was fine. I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. Then I read the first 2 books of Shadow and Bone. I still have the third one to read. The first one I did not like, but I kept telling myself, like, what if it's like ACOTAR, where like the first book is just bad and you have to get through it. And then I read the second book and it was a little bit better. The storyline is just a little bit weird. I also feel like there's not really a plot at all. I don't know. It's like fine. Like, I'm gonna finish the third book. The only reason why I wanted to read the books was so I could watch a TV show, because everybody was like, if you don't read the books, like, you're gonna have no idea what's going on in the TV show. And so that's the main reason why I'm reading the books. But it's fine. Like, I don't hate them. I don't think they're bad. I just like think that other books I've read in the fantasy genre are better, i.e. Blood and Ash, ACOTAR. I don't know. It's fine. I don't exactly understand the full hype behind it yet, but I'm like, maybe something happens in the third book that explains the hype, because I didn't understand the ACOTAR hype until like halfway through the second book. So we'll see. I also listened to half of the first book because I just like could not sit and read it. So I don't know if that changes how I feel about the book. I also like didn't know how to pronounce like half the words that they use. So there's that. And then the last book that I read of January was The Hating Game. And you know, I enjoyed the book. I thought it was good. I think I've just come to the conclusion that I hate every ending of every single book ever, because I feel like they just end it at a bad point. Like, I felt like I needed a little bit more. But I read that book also so I could watch the movie. But I do have to say, the twists and turns in there, I was not expecting. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was a very quick read for me. I think I read it in like 2 days, like right before I went to bed. Yeah. I cannot say that I didn't enjoy The Hating Game, because I did. Very cheesy, very enemies to lovers plot. Normally I'm not an office romance girl, but it wasn't bad. But yeah, that was my books I read in January, and there were a lot of misses, I'm not gonna lie. I have a lot of books on my TBR that need to be read. I still need to read Legacy, the last one of Off Campus. I'm still trying to find a Colleen Hoover book that I like. That It Ends With Us, I really enjoyed. I was appalled with what it was actually about. I like did not read anything about it before I started reading it. But I hated the ending. I hated that it like fast forward like so far. I was like, no, I want like context leading up. I want to know like what happens. I don't know. I hate when the authors read it to like, oh, let the like author or the reader decide what they think they want to happen type thing. I don't like that. I want you to tell me what happened. I want you to tell me whatever. Like the epilogues, I feel like in Colleen Hoover books are the ending, and I don't like that. Like I like when there's an ending to the real book and the epilogue is just like a little extra. Like a little like, here you go, here's some dessert, like with your dinner. I don't know, that's my tea. This has nothing to do with my January books. I'm just venting about books. But yeah, if you liked it, please like and subscribe. New content is out every Wednesday and Sunday. I was gonna say Monday and Wednesday, but that was not right. And then there might be an extra video sprinkled in there. I've been kind of on my vlogging game, so we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, bye y'all. Oh, also, yes. Comment down below books that you think I should read, and I will get to them, hopefully, even though my TBR is like 500 freaking books. But it's okay, it's okay. Anyway, bye y'all.